Task Force. Daktari is here with us, Honorable Dr. Lady Justice Nancy Barasa. It's a great honor to have you. We quickly want to pick your brain on this and to also appreciate the extensive report that has taken quite some time before we get to achieve. And, the cases are rising. Perhaps to pick with this that would be contentious, Kenyans would want to understand what exactly does the recommendation speak about when it says that there is need for us to have a CCTV in short stay apartments?
I think I like the reaction. And the idea is that the recommendations of this report should generate a public debate.
Right.
So that we come out with the most appropriate policy regarding implementation of this.
Right.
Now, CCTVs and short-term stay areas, as we know, have become the commonest areas of femicide. And this is because we do know we are very vibrant in constructing spaces. And some of them don't have any form of accountability.
Right.
You find them in almost every place. And we do know that most femicides are occurring in such places. Some do have some mechanisms for accountability,
right,
but most of them don't have. So that the killers find it very easy.
Right.
And I think we came to learn that, especially visitors
right,
into the country, they find their accommodation there, they are accompanied by ladies, and we are finding deaths there.
Okay.
It's not debatable.
Speaking about this and perhaps the many other recommendations that we have, some of them would be viewed as controversial because then they will touch in the innermost sanctums of some people and it will not make them comfortable. How do we intend to back this with policies that would buttress, to ensure that, well, we don't just have beautiful recommendations, but we have recommendations that are implemented? Yes,
and if you had the president's response, he didn't react immediately. He said he has to take our report and recommendations through the channels, protocols of government. It has to go through cabinet so that all these recommendations are debated. And coming specifically to Airbnbs, we have recommended that it be approached in a multi-ministerial manner, multi-institutional manner. The Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Trade, Security, etc. So that among them, and taking into account the people's concerns about their right to privacy, ought to be taken into account.
Right.
So I think the debate is healthy. But I'm sure debate will be carried out at that level, at the implementation level, at ministerial level, so that we come out with a solution that is satisfactory.
You say in your report
yes,
that there is uncoordinated spending by government and donors that has weakened the impact of GBV interventions in the country, arguing that a single fund would improve efficiency and accountability, which you have invited Treasury and let's just say the government to present about 50 billion for this. What will be the different tact towards making sure that this implementation is done and there won't be hiccups because there lacks coordination?
Presently, what we have is disjointed responses to GBV, including femicide. Our development partners have been very gracious over the years. They give government money, they give civil society money, and then the various groups carry out their response measures out there.
Right.
And we don't have an accountable way of saying this has been done here, this has been done here. People have been fighting FGM probably in Mount Elgon. Others have been fighting women inheritance probably in South Nyanza.
Right.
And so it is disjointed. And even government's own effort hasn't been cohesive.
Right.
so that, and then money is being expended by government itself, by donors, in not very coordinated and accountable manner. Now, why we are suggesting what we call a GBV, including femicide implementation fund or response fund, is so that we have a central place. I guess they will come out with what this central place is that will house this fund where government puts money, where our development partners put money, where the public, what are we calling it? The public sector can also put money there. You know, there are philanthropies, there are people who would want, so that it is in that central place. And we are envisaging a situation where if it is civil society that wants to carry out awareness campaigns, you do your proposal and go to that fund, which will, of course, be operationalized, and you are given money, and you account for it. And there is accountability as to what activities you are carrying out. Same thing with government. It's drawing from there. Same thing with the public, or, you know, we are drawing money and putting money there. So that way, we are going to account. The donors are not just going to throw away money.
That's true.
They will hold government accountable. And government also will hold development partners accountable. And vice versa.
Okay, do we have timelines attached to this? Perhaps just looking at what would be the top 3 priorities, you know, immediate implementation, maybe talk about short-term as well as long-term ones.
I hope you have looked at our report.
Yes, sir.
We have immediate term. We are thinking like those high-level ones, like declaration of GBV and femicide as a national crisis. That one ought to be done like yesterday. And we do hope that the President and Cabinet will agree with us and declare GBV and femicide a national crisis. And indeed, it is a national crisis. We are a nation in crisis.
Okay. How does this report live beyond regimes, beyond the William Ruto regime, you know, into another regime, into a Kenya that is free of this as we close?
I think what we need to realize is GBV and femicide affects us irregardless of a regime. We have seen the increase of GBV and femicide cases since 2016. It has been there, but increasing, you know, increasing in numbers. And it doesn't care, it doesn't matter which regime is in place. So we are hoping that this is an issue which will be taken as a national issue of national importance that outlives any regime. That any regime coming in will realize that unless we deal with the issue of GBV and femicide, it doesn't matter which government you are. You are going to have problems.
So the work of the task force continues?
We have proposed that they create a mechanism, a 9-member multi-sectoral mechanism housed at the presidency, which will oversee the transition of the implementation of these recommendations. And that will give it a cohesive and coordinated approach. Yes.
Many thanks, Lady Justice Nancy Barasa, for the time, or for your time, and also for that very report, as we hope certainly that it brings fruits.